it's quarantine Pilates. Let's get our butts moving. Today we're just gonna start in a coffee table position. So hands on your shoulders, knees under the hips. I just want you to start with a little cat-cow, just like we did the other day. Exhale, round your back up to the ceiling. Head and tail wraps under. And then inhale, drop your belly down. Head and tail goes up. Just get that spine moving. Shoulders comfortable, hips comfortable. Moving with your breath, exhaling to round. And then inhale, relax down. From there, find that coffee table position, and I want you to pretend like you have a little tail. Wag your little tail from side to side. It feels good, it looks funny, who cares? Just do it. Perfect. And then you're gonna kind of combine those last two for what I call the Drunken Cat. So you're gonna do a big old circle. We'll go for a few in each direction. If you need to make the noise, a little row, that's fine, it helps. It's comfortable, feels good. Perfect, just a few each way. From there, I want you to keep that spine nice and stable. We've got that coffee, the cup of coffee on our low back. Squeeze your shoulder blades so your chest drops down just a little bit, and then push into the mat. Separate those shoulder blades. So we're just kind of moving the shoulder blades around the back of the ribs here. So this should actually feel pretty good. It's kind of wacky, but we want to get in touch with the back of the body here. Just getting everything warm and happy. One more of these little sternum drops. Keep that back nice and flat still. You can do this exercise, this series, on your hands or your elbows. So at any time you need to drop down to your elbows, just do it, it's fine. Either way, back stays pretty flat, pelvis and spine is stable. Slowly start to lift your right knee off of the mat, and I want you to flex that foot. We're gonna keep that knee fixed at 90 degrees. Drive your heel up to the ceiling, squeeze that cheek, and then almost resist on the way back down. So we're just slowly pushing that heel up and then bringing it back down, kind of creating our own resistance. Slow and controlled, squeeze that cheek, guide it back down. We're shooting for about 10-ish of everything. We might not have 10, we might go over, whatever, it's fine. Good, we've got 3 more right here. 3, 2. This last one, hold it up. Now I want you to slowly straighten that leg back behind you and then pull that heel towards you. So we're just bending and straightening that leg, that knee. We're getting into those hamstrings a little bit. That right cheek is what's holding that leg up. The hamstring is flexing, obviously, when you pull that heel towards your tush. Good, keeping that spine long, keeping those abs tight. Even though left leg isn't moving, he's still working. Good, let's go for last 3, 2. This last one, keep that leg straight. Pulse that heel up. Little pulses right here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee. Now we're just gonna pulse up here. Little perfect. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that knee fixed at that 90-degree angle. We're gonna bring it in. And now open out like a dog taking a whiz on a tree. Open and close. So we're hitting this right cheek from all angles, which is awesome. Perfect. We're breathing. We're keeping that spine nice and long. That corset around the midsection is nice and tight. We're keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. Let's go for last 3, 2. This last one, hold it up. Drive that heel back behind you and then bring it back in. So toes and knees are facing outward. So we're in this externally rotated position in that right hip. Good. That cheek should be kind of talking to you a little bit. That's good. Good, let's finish out. Last 3 right here. 3, 2. This last one, keep that leg straight. We're gonna take it out to the side. Tap the toes and lift. Just a little pulse here. It's kind of awful, but this is the last one, so just do it. Perfect, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! Bring that right knee down. Wag your little tail. So for this, you can stay on your hands. If you need a break from those wrists, drop down to the elbows. This is perfect. Okay, we're just gonna do a little planky poo. So finding that plank position, hands or elbows are directly under your shoulders. Pop those knees up. Find that plank. From here, slow and controlled, I want you to lift that right foot, pulse, pulse that heel, set it down. Same thing on the left, little pulse, pulse. Everything else is staying nice and stable. As we're mobilizing through that hip and the leg, we're really just squeezing that cheek. Each one that lifts, we squeeze and set it back down. Keeping those abs tight, we're breathing, hopefully, all that good stuff. Good, let's even this out. We'll do one more on the right, one more on the left. Perfect. Drop those knees down, set your toes back to your heels for just a second, and reach forward. Find that nice child's pose. Just kind of stretch, breathe, relax. From there, we're just gonna finish out that other side. So you can flip around if you want to, or you can just stay put, doesn't matter. I'm gonna flip around. So again, finding that nice position, hands under shoulders, knees are under the hips. Again, feel free to drop to your elbows if you need to. We're taking that left knee off of the mat, flexing that left foot, drive that heel up, and bring it right back down. Keeping the spine stable, keeping the pelvis stable, moving from that left hip. Even though righty isn't moving, he's still working. Good, breathing, relaxing those shoulders. Those arms are working even though they're not moving. Good, resisting on the way up, resisting on the way down. So we create our own resistance here. We make those muscles work harder. Let's finish out, last two. This last one, hold it at the top, straighten that leg, and then bend that knee. Try to keep that knee lifted as high as you can without compromising the position of the spine and the pelvis. So we don't want to arch your back to lift that leg up super high. We want to try to keep it level. Just bending and straightening again, tapping into those hamstrings here with that cheek, holding that leg up. We'll finish out last three. Two. This last one, hold it out, foot is flexed, pulse it up. Little babies. Breathing comfortably, keep that spine long. Let's go for two. And one, bend that knee, drive that heel up, little pulses here. So just pulsing out that little cheek. Keeping everything strong, keeping those abs tight. Let's go two. And last one, keep that knee fixed at 90. Bring it in. But now we're gonna open and close, the whizzing dog. Two, three, good y'all. Good, you guys, let's finish our last four. Three, two. This last one, hold it out, straighten that leg back behind you. So again, we're maintaining that external rotation through that left leg, but we're driving back like you're trying to push something away or something. I don't know, something to something. Good, drive that heel back, squeeze that cheek, bring it forward. We'll finish out last three. We'll go one more set here. Two. This last one, keep that leg straight. Point that toe, bring that foot forward, open and close. Little pulses. We're almost there. We'll finish out, last five. Four, three, two, and one. Bend that knee, set your tush back to your heels. Reach those arms forward. Breathe for a second. Take your time, kind of shimmy, shake, whatever you need to do. You can go ahead and flip around and then just lie back down on the mat. Roll it back bone by bone. Line up those heels with those cheeks and just find this comfortable bent knee position. So from here, we do want to work in that neutral pelvic position. Hip bones and pubic bone are level, abs are tight, ribs are heavy. Go ahead and take the hands behind the head. Big inhale as you exhale, crunch it up. Inhale back. So easy peasy, just starting comfortably. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to return. Every time we crunch up, we always want to think about drawing those abs in and down. We don't want to push our belly up, we want to pull in. Good, let's go for three, two. This last one, hold it at the top. We're gonna lift those legs one at a time into that tabletop position. Hold it there if you can. Knees are over the hips, shins are parallel to the floor. We're gonna go for a few more crunches here. Exhale, curl it up. Inhale, return. Good, slow and controlled, maintaining the stability of the spine and the pelvis while we're actually mobilizing through our thoracic spine and our upper body. We'll go for three, last one, I want y'all to hold it at the top. Extend those arms. This is a wacky one, but I really love it. Pull the chin to the chest. Those ribs are close to those hip bones. Inhale, reach to the right. Center. Exhale, reach to the left. So we want to think about kind of exhaling as we reach. We come back to center, and we're just reaching from side to side. So we're trying to tap into those obliques a little bit. We keep the belly pulling in so that transversus abdominis is engaged. Our six-pack is engaged because we're crunched up. If you need to set your head down at any time, do it. It's perfect. Good, you guys. We always want to keep the spine and the neck comfortable. We want to keep those safe as we're burning everything else up. It's all good. Let's finish out. Just a couple more. Let's go for 2. Reach, and one more on the right, one more on the left. Relax your head. Hug those knees into the chest. Breathe for a second. You can look right, look left, kind of shake it out. Take a second. So with our next set here, we're going to go what I call this series of 6. So there's 6 of every here. There's 10 of everything. There's 6 sets. It's a blast. Again, you can keep your head up. You need to set it down at any time. Just do it. Curl up the head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to hug the right knee into the chest. The left leg extends. Keep that corset tight. We're just going to switch sides. So hug the right, switch to the left. We're trying to move as smooth and controlled as we can. 7. Here's 8, 9, and 10. Take the hands behind the head. Keep going with those legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add the twist. Opposite shoulder, opposite hip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we get to do all that with straight legs. Straighten one leg up to the ceiling. The other leg can hover behind your grab. You can grab behind your hamstring, your calf, or your ankle, whatever. Gently pull and switcheroo. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No hands. Keep going with those legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. We're just going to add our twist. Opposite shoulder, opposite hip twist. There's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into the chest. Breathe for a second. Roll those shoulders. Again, you can look right, look left. Just take a second. We're going to take those heels on the mat again, lining up those heels with those cheeks. Tennis ball between the feet and the knees, or fist distance, whatever. From here, press down into those heels. Draw those abs in tight, tuck the tail, roll it up bone by bone. Take an inhale, exhale, roll it back down. So just getting some bridge here. This should just feel fantastic. Loosening up that back, digging back into those glutes and those hamstrings, opening up through the front of the body. Tuck and roll it back down. We'll go 2 more like this. If the articulation is not good for your back, you can do this in that flat back position. We've got 1 more here. Peel it up, we're gonna stay up. Roll up. Finding that full expression of bridge, that diagonal. Knees, hips, shoulders, abs are pulling in tight. From there, give me that little twist. Right hip down an inch, left hip goes up an inch, and then vice versa, just a little twisty. I love this twist, it just feels so good. Let's go 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left. Level off those hips, focusing on keeping everything else super stable. Lift your right knee into tabletop, and then set it right back down. And then lefty goes. So we're pretending like we've got something balancing. We're trying to really stabilize. We're keeping the spine and the pelvis stabilizing while we're mobilizing through that hip again. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Let's do 1 more on each side. Righty, lefty. I want you to hold lefty up, straighten that leg. You're going to lower all the way down, tap both cheeks on the mat, drive into that right heel, push it up. Good, we've got 4, 3, 2, this last one, hold it up, swap out lefty for righty, Roll it down, tap those cheeks, peel it right back up. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one there. Take that right foot down, tuck the tail, roll it back down. We got one more thing here, y'all. We got this. Hug those knees into the chest, take a big inhale, slowly roll it up. I want you to extend those legs out in front. Last side here, I promise. Take those hands back behind you. Try to make sure that those fingertips are facing forward. We don't want them facing back. That can be kind of weird. I want you to press those palms into the mat. If you need to do this on your elbows, you can. But I want you to point those toes, take those hands back behind you. Big inhale, exhale, lift those hips. So it's just kind of a reverse plank here, really. We're trying to open up the chest and shoulders, open up those hips. Big inhale, exhale, set your booty down for a second. Shake out those wrists if you need to, whatever. Big inhale, exhale, lift those hips. Find that length here. Open the shoulders, open those collarbones. Slowly set your booty back down. This last one, we're gonna hold it at the top, y'all. Big inhale, exhale, push, hold. From here, try to lift that right foot. Pulse, pulse, set it down. Lefty, pulse, pulse. We'll just do a few here on either side. Keep those hips lifted. Keep that spine long. Keep those abs tight. One more on the right. One more on the left. Slowly set your booty back down. Big inhale, lift up tall, exhale. Forward fold. Reach for those feet, those toes, those ankles. I don't care what you can get. Just get to it and release. Just stretch, forward fold. Remember, we're always looking for length before that depth. Extend that spine before you deepen. Big inhale, come back up to the top. So from there, y'all can do that series again. It's about 17 minutes. So if you do that 2 or 3 times, you're gonna have a good like 30, 45 minute workout, which is awesome. Take care.